Welcome back everyone to the FPL Hawk YouTube channel. Now, it's almost a deadline, we're 21 minutes away, but I have been quite busy recently and unfortunately I'm only just getting this video out for my fantasy team in Euro 2024 Fantasy. Match day 1 wasn't amazing. I finished on 24, not 24, 34 points. Not much better, but it is better. 34 points is what I finished with in match day 1, as you can hopefully see right here. I think I was unlucky with the Germany defense. I think it was unfortunate that they didn't get a clean sheet. Stanek did well, 3 points against Portugal, made a lot of saves. Fires got some nice ball recovery points, 5 points for him. Saka got an assist, but ultimately it wasn't an amazing match day. None of Lukaku, Ronaldo, or Mbappe returned. Actually, Mbappe did return. He got what am I saying? Mbappe obviously got an assist. He also got a yellow card, but I shouldn't have taken the captaincy of him in hindsight. But I think if I had 4 points with him as captain, or eight, and I had Ronaldo to play against Czech Republic again, same decision again, and I didn't know what would happen. I think I would still make the switch. So I think that is a good decision without knowing the outcome. If you get my drift, I think sometimes the outcome doesn't always match the decision. I think outcome bias can be a trap that a lot of people fall into that I'm trying to avoid. I'm also not trying to be unrealistically positive. It wasn't a great match day. I'm about 2.85 millions out of 3 million and something people, so it's not amazing. Definitely not amazing, actually, it's quite horrible. But we've got 6 match days and 2 chips to fix that. And while I won't be using any of those chips for this week, I may be doing match day. I'm too used to FPL. But even though I will not be using those chips this match day, I could be doing so next match day. Now, I'm actually re-recording this because the previous recording came out a bit muffled, which means you guys won't get to see me make my transfers live because that's in the other video. I bought Kane and Trent in for Mbappe and Inacio, who didn't play for. I mean, he did play, but he didn't start for Portugal. I thought he would, so I picked him, but he didn't, so he's gone now. And Mbappe is obviously injured and not expected to play against the Netherlands. And the reason I was able to afford that is because when picking my matchday 1 selection, I left 1 million in the bank in case I had to go from Ronaldo to Kane. Luckily, I didn't need that move because Ronaldo is a perfectly fine option. Although I did buy Kane, but it was for Mbappe, who's the same price. But I'm glad I did that because I was able to upgrade 4.5 million Inacio, hopefully I'm saying that right, to Alexander Arnold. And yeah, matchday 1 made me realise that no England defence was predictably a mistake. At one point, there were 2 England defenders in my draft. I say defenders, Pickford and Gahey, but none of them made it to my final draft when they probably should have, and that was a mistake I made. But then again, if I had picked Pickford, I wouldn't have the money to go to Trent now. But yeah, I probably should have picked Gahey over Inacio, and now I wouldn't have this problem. Now, in terms of captaincy, I think I've got a pretty good captain every day except for the 21st. I think Mittelstadt has a pretty good chance of a clean sheet today. So, and good attacking return potential, so I'm captaining him. Sudakov on the 21st. Obviously, on the 20th, I'll captain Kane. On the 21st, Sudakov or Lenina. It doesn't fill me with too much excitement. But I think ultimately my armband will end up on either Kane, Lukaku, or Ronaldo, my front three. It could end up on KDB, who by the way is on my bench. I should show that. It could end up with KDB or Fernandez on my bench. But I'm not sure how likely that is. I think I prefer picking in FPL, I prefer picking midfielders for captaincy, but maybe I should here as well. But I just feel like Kane, Lukaku, and Ronaldo have such big haul potential. Like, each of them could easily score a brace, and I don't think anyone would really be surprised. I mean, Lukaku did technically score a brace against Slovakia, but both were ruled out. One for his own offside, one for a handball in the build-up. Ronaldo hit the post yesterday, but he was offside when that happened. And Kane didn't do too well against Serbia, which is frustrating. But I think he's a decent option. I don't think he is all of a sudden a terrible option. I think he's a fine pick, even for captaincy as well, on a day like the 20th. I could go Saka captain that day instead, but I think ultimately I'll go for Kane. And then Lukaku v Ronaldo versus KDB versus Fernandez on the 22nd is tough. If I had to pick that, I'd pick Lukaku. Or maybe KDB, because they play Romania, who did beat Ukraine 3-0, but I still think Belgium will have a lot of fun in that game. Ronaldo plays Turkey. I can see him doing well there, but I just think Lukaku is going to do, and KDB are going to do so well against Romania. Maybe I'm underestimating Romania. Maybe I'm going to get absolutely roasted for that, but I probably deserve it if I do. But I think Lukaku might be my captain pick that day. Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure how much else there is to say. I'm obviously glad I kept that million in the bank. I wish I had a million in the bank. Um, but I'm obviously glad I did that. And I'll probably do something similar for FPL when that launches. There'll be content coming around that when the game goes live, so stay tuned for that. There'll be a lot more Euros and Euro Fantasy content coming up. There'll probably be some Copa America predictions at some point. But until then, have a great match day, and I'll see you on the other side.